There's a popular saying, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. If you really saw this video differently, this video might just be the best video you ever watched. In the health setting, priority has always been one thing, that is the patient. In this video, I'm going to explain why medicine has improved and seems complex in 2024. I'm going to settle the dispute between herbal and orthodox medications. Finally, I'm going to explain why the future is exciting because of new and improved methods of health delivery. Before I start, you are welcome to Herbal Alchemy. It's your boy Prince, and if you are new here, thank you for joining. You are sure to get enlightened by following this channel. So in every field, knowledge has exploded. It has brought about a lot of complexity and specialization. And it has brought us to the point where we recognize that to be successful at anything we do, we need a team. So complexity requires group success. And to be able to do anything and do it very well, you need a team of specialists with everyone playing their roles to do it better. There was a time some generations back where self-sufficiency or being autonomous was a big deal. Fast forward to where we are now, it looks like we are living in a completely different world. We have now found treatments for nearly all of the tens of thousands of conditions that a human being can have. We can't cure it all, and we can't guarantee that everybody is going to live a very long life. But medicine has made it possible that everybody has the chance to a better life. But then importantly, there is a point we have gotten to that we understand that we can't know it all, and that we can't do it all by ourselves. As you look at the statistics and the results that have come as a result of the medical field getting complex, we realize that the most expensive care is not necessarily the best care, and the best care often turns out to be the least expensive. There is fewer complications and the patients get more efficient at what they do. But most importantly, when we look at the ones who are getting the best results or treatment at the lowest cost, we find that the ones that look like systems are the most successful. So this is to say they found ways and means to make all the different specializations, the different components coming together as a whole. Having great components is not enough, yet we've been obsessed in medicine with components. So we want the best drug, the best technologies, the best medicines. We don't think enough about how all of these things come together. It's a terrible design strategy. And this brings me to one very important point in the video. Let me talk about the elephant in the room. So some time ago, when I was a lot younger, about 10 to 13 years ago, a senior high school day, when we couldn't wait to get to school, and then when we were at school, we couldn't wait to come back home to tell our friends about our experiences at school. So I came home as usual, and in a hurry to go look for some of my friends who were already at home. I threw my bag somewhere, and then I set off. I went to visit one friend of mine, and it looked like there was some celebration going on in their house. There was a lot of meat in the house, and everybody was getting served. I was also served, and I enjoyed myself. In fact, the meat was very good, and it didn't seem like I had tasted some before, but it was very nice. Well, my friend and I played, we talked, we did a lot of catching up, and then I went back home. I was so full and was feeling so good from all the meat and the catching up I had done at my friend's house. So when I reached home, I realized that our dog was not home. So I called my mom and asked her, Mom, where is Tonto? You know, our dog's name was Tonto. So that was when she told me, oh, I asked your friend's dad, the one who usually gets rid of dogs. You know, in those times when you wanted to get rid of your dog, or your dog got very old, you just wanted to kill it or get rid of it, there were people you would call who would come for the dog, whether they were going to kill it or they were going to eat it. So you just gave it out to them. So, and then it dawned on me, I had eaten Tonto.
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
Tonto was the meat I ate today.
Oh! Ew! Dude!
So I spat the whole evening. I felt like vomiting and I felt very, very bad. I had a very terrible evening until morning, and I groaned and turned in my sleep thinking Tonto was crying and barking in my belly. So I learned my lesson. Now when I go to homes and there's some sort of celebration there, I take only fish, and then I always call home to check if my dog is at home.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. I'm saying.
This small funny story of mine is summarized into a principle I would call retrospective framing. Retrospective framing has to do with when you have a nice time, enjoying some sort of experience, meal, enjoying some quality time with somebody or anything, and you think you probably had the best time of your life, the best experience of your life, and then later you hear another information which all of a sudden make the experience you had very sad, and then you tend to sulk or wish that you never had that experience or you never came into contact with that person, and this event or experience might even turn out to be the worst day of your life.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Now let me relate this down to the herbal medicine and orthodox debate. You know, many of us have taken herbal medicines at some point in our life. We got stronger, we started jumping around. It felt so good because it did its job, and we all thought, I love the way I'm fit, this must be good. And the same with orthodox medications. Many of us can attest to the fact that we've taken more orthodox medications than any other medications. It also did its job. We felt good, we felt strong. In fact, we even started recommending the same orthodox medication we took to get well to our friends. But then later we heard something new, and all of our experiences and all of our good memories, they got sour. We heard that herbal medicines are not properly researched. They pose risks for disease, for vital organs, and then many more. Oh, orthodox is evil. Orthodox is doing more harm than good. Orthodox is affecting this vital organ. This orthodox is doing that. This orthodox is doing that. School. And now we think we know. And now the old feeling of satisfaction that we got when we got well, when these medications were helping us, vanished. And now all we think about is sabotaging the experiences for other people. It is one thing to see lay people become totally brainwashed about how bad something really works. When you hear a learned person talk about these things, then you want to ask if their head is just filled with coconut water. It's as if they are not the same ones who give people hope when they are dying. We just need to stop listening to these people because they have small fixed mindsets, and the school and learning didn't do them any good. We just fail to see all the politics and the grand marketing strategy, even though we live in an unfair, unjust world controlled by power and the quest to always lead. I have mentioned times without number that the most important thing in health delivery has always been the patient, and that it is what is good for the patient at that particular time. That is what is recommended. It is only in school that we have right or wrong answers. In the real world, hardly would you see a problem with only one solution. It is not wrong to be a savior. It's not wrong to be a good choice. It's not wrong to be something we all have to tend to. But it is dangerous when you start to think you are the only thing that is good for humanity. With you, it is heaven or nothing. And this applies to everything, whether person, religion, or entity. Now let's understand this. Every medicine is medicine, and taking medicines is not a normal thing for the body. Herbal medicine has its strengths and weaknesses, as do orthodox medication. So it is time we start to shift paradigms and talk about making our crafts or health delivery methods better than focusing on what other medicines do. This is the reason why a lot of improved medicines are produced day in and day out. They come to do what other medicines are failing to do for the patient. So here lies the case where we have to focus on the craft and the patient. If you are interested in the medicine, then make it more better. How are you helping to reduce its risk? There's a popular quote from Robert Kiyosaki's book, Why A Students Work for C Students and Why B Students Work for the Government. So the quote goes like this: in order to heal the sick, you don't go making healthy people sick. In order to make weak people strong, you don't go hating on strong people. In order to make poor people rich, you don't go taxing or stealing from the rich. You have to work harder on weak people, the poor people, and the sick people, and you have to make the result show for itself. The rest has always been business and politics, and we have managed to make these beliefs our own. In order to make your own better, you don't need to vilify the other person. That is not where the improvement lies. Both orthodox and complementary medicines carry fire, but they are still medicines, and there is nothing good about taking medicines. Well, the sad part is I ate stoned, and the good part is I learned my lesson. I didn't let that incident define the way I think about meat, dogs, or how I think about people when they try to be nice to me. So I learned my lesson, and I don't feel tonto kicking and barking in my belly.
Wow.
Now let's focus on what actually matters. How are current trends in the health industry geared towards patient-centered delivery? So all the trends in health delivery has not changed, no matter what form it takes, still geared towards one thing: improving the lives of people, the patient, as I've always been saying. But then I am particularly gingered about the concept of holistical treatment, which has gained momentum nowadays. Just as herbal medicine tries to treat and heal individuals holistically, a lot of medications on the market, as well as some pharmaceutical companies, they are now targeting products which solely aim at building the body in totality and revitalizing vital organs. And we have both herbal and orthodox medications doing the same thing. There's the introduction and pushing of precision medicine now, trying to target treatment based on just one patient, trying to help him or her overcome what they are going through. Their genes are taken, they are screened, they are assessed, and they are taken care of individually and wholly with better suited treatments. You can feel the popularity of stem cell products here and there used to treat conditions for patients. And the amazing work these stem cell products are borderline, they are producing life-changing results, and it's results that we want. As you can see, the only person of interest is the patient. I hope to not come back to this debate between herbal and orthodox medication, especially to my viewers. It would be a big waste of time, so that we dive more into the world of herbal medicine stuff. Just as I've been saying, it's all about the patient. That is why we are here. I will move pieces on the chessboard so that the patient might win. So, like I started in the beginning, aside medicine, the most important aspect of treating patients is the team of specialized officers. This enables us to tackle problems with an all-round view, from the nurse to the physiotherapist to the doctor to the eye specialist, nutritionist, and many others. Quite a big number of people, but it's actually a small circle when you have the patient as the center of it and you are trying to understand every aspect of why the patient is not well. You see a lot of people who will not do well in a hospital. They may do well in the herbal or traditional setting, but unfortunately they stay there until they die. And the same applies to others who are in the herbal or traditional setting, who might do very well in the hospital, but it is not considered. So how many specialists do you know, or how many specialists do you involve when helping other people or when it comes to your health? And do these specialists communicate with each other, or they are all doing something differently, trying their luck based on what they know? And to the specialists, have you disregarded all these things and taken upon yourself to be the nurse, the optician, the surgeon, the herbalist, the stroke specialist? Medicine has gotten complex enough, and it is not about you. It is about what the patient could become. There's a popular saying, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. If you really saw this video differently, this video might just be the best you ever watched. So in case you have been following and you are eager to learn more about your health and herbal medicine, do well to subscribe. You can like and then share. I'll see you soon.